do this. The question is, can CPT go ahead and get back-to-back wins on day number 3 and pretty much get closer and closer to the final first place with $200,000. And PB, as we see the plane here passing by, dropping once again the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. Get yourself one at home. Check it out because it's a hell of a phone actually.
Indeed it is. You know what? I have an interesting point to make. We've seen a crazy 5 chicken dinners in a row from RRQ Athena. CPT is on pace for that. If they win these last 2 games, they'll match that performance, and then we've got a real doozy on our hands. And again, we've got a central plane path going right over Pachinki once again. And look at this, Zod from Team BRK still on the plane. We'll see if they do depart here.
And they do. It looks like they're going to go ahead and go Pachinki once again. RRQ Athena going Pachinki. We know that we're going to go ahead and do it. And BRK wanting to go ahead and get that. They said, you know what? Last time we got killed, we weren't able to go ahead and destroy one of them. Why not? Let's go ahead and try it again. Let's see what happens. 2 times in a row. BRK and RRQ Athena going to Pachinki.
Interesting drop right now happening down on the southern island. We've got all kinds of teams dropping down there. LHW, CPT. It looks like the Luxy Hot. Oh, we got Hayro, Luxy. Again, BTR Hot Jukes from Wildcard. And there's going to be 3 teams over there in Primorsk once again.
And as we're seeing here, RRQ trying to get some guns. Sadly for him, he's only having a helmet. And Caveira pushing up here. The story.
This is
BRK
the story right here.
Versus RRQ. Ladies and gentlemen, if BRK for some reason is able to destroy RRQ Athena here on this exchange, when they do exchange, and if they decide to exchange.
Oh, they're going to exchange. Yeah, that's why they dropped there.
Is going to go ahead and just come down to what can CPT do.
I'm curious to see. All eyes on Pachinki right now. RRQ has dropped in where they have pretty much every game, but we also see BRK, which is pretty much out of it at this point. They are really hoping to play the role of spoiler here, and that's something that you see a lot in tournaments. The teams that are kind of out of the running, they'll decide, you know what, let's take a shot at some people that have been comfortably cruising along all tournament long. It's just a shame that that didn't happen earlier along, and they probably wouldn't find themselves in that exact position.
And it looks like we're going to go ahead and get some early engagements there on Primorsk with Wildcard and BTR. They're more than likely trying to go ahead and decide, hey, do we want to go ahead and push the action here? Wildcard more than likely wanted to go ahead and make a name for themselves as well with Big Russian Bot, I believe it was, just heading towards Primorsk. We saw that exchange earlier, and we saw Evo's there earlier, but now Evo is switching it up. They said, we have lost all our players already every single time. Let's just back it up a little bit. Let's go to a different place. Let's go to Jasnaya and see what happens.
Terror is pushing on full send right now. This is a matchup that they can definitely win. Meek goes up the stairs, takes out Exclusive, finishing the kill. Love the aggressiveness there, and that's exactly how you keep your team on the offensive. They are inside the mansion right now. How would you describe the mansion, Seven?
I would describe it as quite divine.
I knew you would go there. That's never going to die. It's never going to die.
Never. Thank you, LA Finals, because you have done that to me for life now. Now, actually, I want to go ahead and point out, Team Terror hasn't done that. They have never knocked down a player and go ahead and get that finish that quick.
And do you see how easy that was? They are now in a 4v3 situation. Before their team was able to rotate, regroup, now they're in the offensive here, and Fandy is kind of stuck behind one of the mansions, and it looks like she is in a world of hurt right now. Where are her teammates? We don't exactly know. I don't know that they're in the area.
Fandy just pretty much being a spider there, but she has to watch out because one of the players there from Team India is starting to push around. They're starting to get those flanks. They're starting to spread their wings a little bit more and start getting some kills there from Team India. And look at this. We more than likely are going to go ahead and get the engagement we wanted to. Now, RRQ, something we saw earlier from them is they are going to go ahead and try to get on the roof. Something that I actually seen from other players as well. Arcade Diablo comes to mind. And look at this. TT and Shakriya being able to go and destroy their bandits, saying thank you so much, Shukriya, for the loot. We'll see you later.
Nice work from Team Terror there, pushing, getting the advantage, making sure that they finish off. It looked like a split drop here, probably a mansion prison, some sort of combo like that, maybe mansion shelter. Not sure where the rest of the team is there. Katarina Suki off in the distance along with Ollie Pocket, but they are going to live to fight another day here. It does look like the first 2 off the board, though, will be from full send. Terror getting the first 2 kills here of round 11.
Something I've loved seeing by them. As I mentioned, I was able to go ahead and talk to them previously, but for right now, let's go ahead and talk about this because RRQ RRQ being able to go and get a knock there on BRK. And look at this, BRK barely gets inside, and oh my gosh.
Playing with fire there, my friend. Baraka also is very, very close. Oh man, these guys are just skirting the edge of death right now. D2E is gonna push this compound, it looks like. Very, very tough stuff.
Smart plays there by Pmsc, throws a grenade. He's gonna go and actually get pushed too much. Baraka gets knocked down. It looks like BRK once again getting pretty much squad wipe, except Sod. Sod K is still alive. What is he gonna go ahead and do here?
There's the opportunity that he can still knock and finish somebody really quickly, and that's probably what he'll go to do. He's not gonna obviously survive here unless he can run away really quickly.
He definitely can. He has to watch out though, because he only has a VSS. And, well, he does have actually another gun there towards the back, but he doesn't have a helmet. He needs to be careful without a helmet there, and he is going to go ahead and get pushed by this full squad. RRQ Athena knows that he's very close by. They're going to go ahead and just start jumping up different windows here pretty soon, just making sure they hunt him down, get him as soon as possible. And look at this, they're going to go ahead and find him. He's going to go ahead and get destroyed there, as RRQ Senior does have the AKM, and this is a huge engagement. They were able to go ahead and win that battle. Now they're going to be able to have a lot more time here in Pochinki.
But guess
loot
what?
up the place.
Not only did they win the battle, but they were fed 4 kills, and that's 60 points right there. So that's key. You know, there's the opportunity to disrupt their, progress and keep them in range of CPT. But if you fail, you're also helping them up the leaderboard, which is exactly what has happened now. It looks like BRK has gone out first, 20th rank in game 11 here, and Torty goes down early again as well. GT Doyu just not being nice to Big Russian Bot today as they catch him for the 2nd game in a row.
And this is the first time I actually seen them land right here on Rozhok. Usually we're used to them landing near George Bull with Gang Stars. They decided, you know what, let's go ahead and try a different strategy. And so far it's actually working there for them. As Sixka, we saw him get a couple kills there in the last match with some great plays. More than likely, he's gonna go ahead and want to get this finish, as Torty Brogd is gonna go ahead and just try to heal up as soon as possible. And look at this, we got an engagement between Cloud9 and a mid with Team Terror.
Good shots there from Torpedo. Nice work putting some pressure on Rolex, and they are trying to keep them pinned. Amit is in a world of hurt right now. It doesn't look like he's going to be saved, but at the same time, Carnage pushing against Torpedo. Sam coming up the stairs right now. They catch him completely off guard. He never heard him coming, and they are able to take him out. Amit also down in the field as well. Cloud9 getting a couple early kills on the board as well. Going back to the Rozhok situation with GT Doyu, this is actually the 3rd time they've dropped there. They do a split drop with one at the school kind of scouting, and then they have several others go to Rozhok and then kind of just adjust their looting based off of what they see. But those are kind of their 2 main drop spots there and Northern Georgia Pole. Really interesting to see them go back to that spot, given the plane path going right down the middle.
And it's interesting you actually mentioned that, because I have seen them when they do go George Bull, right? They run into the engagement of, are they going to be able to go ahead and get the car before game starts? And it seems like they might have gone and been losing that action. And look at this, Evos with the grenade. He's going to go ahead and try to get around. He is, one of the Evos players knocks himself out once again. Evos X is GG going to go ahead and push the action. They do just so. Evos JC being able to go ahead and knock another player down. He's going to go ahead and try to push the action a little bit more. Evos JC now starting to flank around. Evos JC being able to go ahead and get the knock right there. He starts to he's going to go ahead and jump in. Evos JC gets knocked.
He
Ladies and
jumped
gentlemen,
right
GG.
into his paws, man. Just inside there, and he's able to get the fin, or is he not? There he is. He does get it. Sala comes in to finish it off. Looks like 2-8 wasn't really interested.
Evos, even though they are playing aggressive here, they are losing a lot of teammates, a lot of players, and Evos earning one of the best players from their squad, trying to push the action here. He does have the health. He's able to go in and knock him out. He has to watch out, though, because he is currently going to be outnumbered by GG. Luckily for GG, Kuwait, he gets spotted there by Ernie. Kuwait's going to go waiting patiently. Evos, Ernie just destroys him, and GG is out of the game.
That man is lethal with the AK up close. Watch out for Ernie. Huge props also to Katarina Suki getting that shotgun kill on the other part of the map against Arab Madness. Full send, not out of it just yet. Here's the map. The zone has gone north this time. Gonna be interesting to see LH Doyu and their rotation. And notice again, CPT already up on the northern island after starting looting down south. They've rotated extremely early. The first time we've seen the map, they've already crossed the entire map.
And that is the first time we have actually seen them so far up north, today at least. Huge rotations there by them, and look at this. Cloud9 is starting to go ahead and push the action there on KWCD. Are they going to be able to get this knock? Cloud9 more than likely saying, you know what, once again, they want to go ahead and make a name for themselves, especially players like Rolex, which is actually pretty well known. His birthday was actually this week, so happy late birthday there to Rolex. But KWCD sees them, and they're going to go ahead and maybe get the advantage on them as the grenades are starting to go ahead and drop in.
And again, with third person peeking, it may not look like Cloud9 sees them, but believe me, they are looking around the corners. You can see Kodo throwing that up to the top there. Leaper 7 is in danger here. Let's see if that grenade's going to connect. It does not look like it.
It seems like that grenade just faded away into space as Cloud9 is pushed by. There you go. There's all those grenades. Talking about grenades. 3 in a row, and Cloud9 now starting to carry a lot more grenades. Ooh, being able to go ahead and try to get that first aid kit, but Kodo sneakily jumping into safety there.
I want to see how Justice plays this. Look at that, just in the car hiding, and that's not going to work out for him. Kodo comes around and is able to take him down, no problem. June firing, covering shots from the top, gets knocked by Rolex. Beautiful shot. Rolex knocked in return, though. Long peeking around the corner, able to take him down with a Tommy gun. And this is anybody's game right now. Unfortunately, Sam goes down as well. No match for the Tommy gun, and we are down to a 1v1, it looks like. Kodo, and again, squad wiped early. Cloud9 goes down to a solo Tommy gun, wiping 3 of their members. Huge plays from Korea Winter Chicken Dinner, and Cloud9 is out of it.
And talking about interesting plays here, we have CPT.
Oh, no.
CPT needs to watch out. They have GTW very close by. One of the players from CPT goes down, Han, and GT Akan waiting patiently. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a huge turnaround, as now there is 2 players down, or actually still 1 player down there from CPT. He's going to go ahead and try to get picked up. He needs to be careful as GT Akan is starting to rotate around. CPT 762 is flanking around. He gets 1 knock. He gets another knock. Huge
what a play
there
from 762. 2 huge knocks right there. He does go down, but he has stopped the bleeding. 762 able to keep CPT in it. Look at the support coming in from
He
CPT.
needs to go ahead and clutch this kill right here if he wants his team to have a chance of getting first place. Is he going to get it? CPT!
Oh, he doesn't get it. They go down. It was a 1v1 for the finish, and he does not get it. CPT. Oh no, that may end their dream of taking first place in the tournament. They are out of it.
CPT, huge knocks there, but they weren't able to get it overall. And KWCD here starting to get pushed by Japanese team. Oh my gosh, the flanks there. Action back to back, but let's go back a little bit. That is the first time we have seen GTW and CPT engage that early in the game.
Let's talk about Han for a second. You know he hates his life right now. That's the 2nd game in a row he's gone out being burned alive by a Molotov cocktail.
It definitely is, and huge plays there by I actually thought the CPT player was going to be able to go ahead and knock him, but just having to switch guns, being able to not get enough feels, and it's something I actually starting to notice here. Before the players start engaging, even whether it's towards the end of the game or at the beginning of the game, they always use them consumables, the energy drinks, pretty much anything that can help them out to regain health. They're gonna go ahead and take that before they get into a fight, and that's something that's huge
I
awareness.
always recommend as well. A lot of people ask, why do you take that before you're actually engaged, so you actually have that extra HP advantage while you're fighting, and you don't have to stop to bandage necessarily. You can actually continue to fight, continue to throw down lead, and that's important with how aggressive these teams are. Always trying to push corners, always trying to get angles, and you see Evos here, again, with only 2 members left alive. They've lost Bull Shark this time, they've lost JZ. X and Ernie are going to try to get it done and clutch a top finish for the Evos team.
And now is going to go ahead and be Gainstars here, just pretty much starting to rotate. I believe we saw there full send towards the back. Gainstars, Ever Fury moving up slowly into this compound. Luckily for him, there's nobody in that compound. As Sute just flies by and says, you know what, man, I'm not scared. Let me get in there real quick and load up as soon as I can.
Ever Fury, your car is heavy, my man. That thing is weighed down. He's not going to be able to clear that wall, although he tried. That was pretty funny.
And GTA now starting to get some shots there on the buggy. He wants those skills. Keep in mind, GTW can still go ahead and challenge for 3rd place. And if they have a very good game here on game number 11, and they also have another good game on game number 12, they could actually go ahead and challenge for 2nd place, especially if CPT goes down so early.
They got like 50 grand on the line right now as far as the difference they could make up just by finishing a little higher in the rankings right now. We'll turn our attention to BTR. They are looking pretty strong over the last few games. Indonesia's team Wow, Bigatron's got Zuxxy and Luxy leading the way, the twins, and they have been absolutely impressive all weekend long.
And BTR now starting to get shot here by the Japanese team. Keep in mind, the Japanese team was able to go ahead and knock down their KWCD as BTR is starting to move into different compounds. They more than likely want to go ahead and loot up a little bit more before they start engagement, as we saw them just drive away from the Japanese team and not engaging that early. And luckily for them, there might be a drop nearby with an AUG.
This is like an interesting gas station. Always fun for some fights around here. LHW's got really good sight lines all the way across this open field. Right after the bridge from Yasnaya, you're going to encounter this gas station, so they've got really good kind of choke points here. A lot of people can drive by. They're preserving 4 vehicles out of sight behind the gas station. Wise move there for sure. And they've got some houses up on the hill that do have sight lines down on top of them, but they're also fairly exposed, and they can be shot at from multiple angles.
And I'm super intrigued here by what GT Ed is doing, picking up that M249, making sure he gets all the 100 bullets on that baby and gets it ready. If any car passes by GTW, you better believe GT Ed is gonna try to go ahead and just blow him up and get those easy kills. And GTW already having 9 kills. They definitely want to go ahead and push for that 3rd place and ultimately try to see if they can go ahead and get the 2nd place as well.
I like how RRQ's got multiple buildings occupied in that compound. They got really good coverage of any angle approaching just there north of Pachinki, and it looks like we've got ourselves another northern circle. Again, a fairly mild shift here, not too hard. And it looks like a lot of teams already in the circle. The only exception here is Wildcard still out looting in their normal loot spot.
They are, and as we see here, Gainstar still in this compound that we saw him crash into. They're more than likely loaded up everything, and look at them. They're wanting to get out of there. They're saying, 7, you know what, let's get out of here. And as we see Wildcard now starting to get into the safe zone, they're making sure they get there briefly. We have seen them actually die before from just trying to get to the safe zone a little bit too late, and teams just picking them apart.
That's right. You got Hot Jukes rocking that Car 98K. He's got that bolt action eyeball on him. He loves that bolt action. Looking to get him some targets here to shoot at here shortly. They're going to be making a rotation around, probably coming in on the north side of the zone.
And we have actually been able to see firsthand what he's able to do with the bolt action sniper rifle. And that man is dirty. Whether he's sick or not, he's going to make sure if you peek, you're going to go 6 feet down.
That's right. You got some folks occupying the shooting range, it looks like. Full send with only 2 members occupying shooting range. Other than that, the northern side fairly clear. Severny empty. Most of the teams content to hold field and ridges and mountains and whatnot. And it looks like Wildcard's going to connect here with a rock and take some damage to the blue. You know, why not?
He has to be careful. You don't want to go ahead and do that. I actually seen players before go down. They hit so many obstacles on the way that they knocked themselves out. I believe we might have seen that a little bit with ASAP, if I'm not mistaken, on the NA finals. But oh well, eliminated. Look at them. They're inside the safe zone. They don't really have to worry about taking any damage at the moment.
Continuing to shift to the east, going up towards Stalberg. Not quite all the way there, but look at this. What in the world? Are these guys trying to park, or are they just trolling each other? Meanwhile, LHW is just watching like, what are you guys doing?
Are you guys going to go ahead and challenge us here? Because I don't think you want it in great place here by LHW as they're using the vehicle.
This is interesting.
The roofs of the vehicles to get angles above that wall. Love to see that there
awesome.
by LHW.
Really interesting tactic. Not one that we see super often on mobile as of yet. Those strategies are thoroughly developed over in the Asian region, and it looks like they are going to utilize 4 cars behind the gas station to get that height advantage. Really nice cover there as well. We got Evo's, Ernie, and X. Oh my gosh, they've been discovered. Bigatron there rolls in with 4 cars, unable to fire back. We'll see if they just decide to go back or get out of dodge.
Evo's anxious, making sure he gets some more shots there on that vehicle. BTR says, you know what, let's go ahead and back up a little bit. We don't want to go ahead and engage here. And Illuminate being able to go ahead in there to destroy some players from BTR is what happens. You think you might be safe, and all of a sudden you just run into a full squad in a compound.
Here comes Full Send as well as GT Doyu. Evo's Ernie taking those shots to the backside of GT Doyu. Akon's driving and dodging. He's doing a good job missing the bullets, and they will get by unscathed. Full Send, though, still in the neighborhood. Hayro occupying the warehouse up there just south of Severny. That's a good spot to be in right now. It's only building for quite some distance.
And Hayro does have to be careful there because GTW's team was passing by. Keep in mind, GTW does have an M24, M249 actually, to their arsenal. But BTR not far away from it with the DP28 in a car that's just smoking up. They might go ahead and try to just, you know what they're saying, let's wait a little bit longer here. We got the kills, we already got 9 kills. How about we start going for that #1 spot as well?
That's right, still looking for a chicken dinner here, GT is, and it looks like that vehicle has had about enough. It took quite a few shots from the DP28 of Hayro, but they were able to get through, not blowing it up. He switches cars here, grabs the Dacia instead, and they're going to head on. Looks like Team Japan has made their way into the northern side of Severny, and they're getting ready to set up a defense just inside in hopes that the zone does come to them.
If it does come to them, that is going to be huge for them. And as we're seeing there, the tally of kills, the in players, LHW, LCD with 38, and LHW Ace with 30, and CPT 762, which we actually saw him get some knocks there early before he got taken away with 29 kills. Still a bunch of kills for these players, but once again, LHW not being able to go ahead and clutch the win yet. They've been able to go ahead and get second place a couple times now throughout this tournament, but they need to go ahead and secure that #1 spot.
Had CPT 762 finished off that sequence a little bit earlier, that would have been probably the play of the tournament. Unfortunately, he fell 1 kill short. Unbelievable flank a little bit earlier, but nods to him. 29 kills overall in the tournament. He is about to crack the 30 barrier. We'll probably expect to see that from him next game. See Ed running across the field here from GT Youth, trying to get some good position here, using these ridges for protection. But again, they have been discovered. You can see Six God does get his vehicle exploded. He was able to hop out just in advance. That UAZ took some serious shots, but again, he's going to go ahead and return fire here onto BTR, looking down at them from the compound.
He definitely has to be careful there with GT account. We know what he can do with that M4. He has one heck of an aim there in recoil control. And look at this. The Japanese team is currently going to go ahead and be on a standoff here with wild cards led by Hot Jukes. What are they going to go ahead and do here? Do they want to go ahead and stay out in the open like this? Wildcard is going to be super exposed. And one gun that we actually saw yesterday a lot, the UMP with different ranges actually. We saw somebody using the UMP with a 4-time. We saw him using it with a 6-time. We know it can definitely get some kills at range.
Absolutely. It looks like Wildcard is going to be content to rotate. Japan sees him moving. They had an opportunity to keep him pinned in Severny, but at the same time, you've got to get that position with this many teams left alive. 14 teams still left in it, trying to get position. We got some fighting going on between Illuminate and I can't tell who exactly, but they are driving off in the distance here. Wildcard heads in. Hot in the lead car again, attracting fire, able to call out to his team where they're at. There they are in the lead car, taking shots. This is trouble for Wildcard.
It definitely is, but luckily for them, they do get behind the
good shot from Hot Jukes.
Great shots by Hot Jukes. He knows he has him in the run. He has to be careful because Hayro is behind them. And look at that. As soon as I say that, some players from Wildcard go down. Hot Jukes going down there to a VSS by Hayro. Hayro getting super lucky in being able to third-party players from Wildcard. As we're seeing them, they thought that they were safe, but little did they know Hayro was waiting patiently and then letting their rain. They're not even stopping. They're just putting suppression fire as much as they can.
That's great play by Hayro right there, just to have line of sight on that position from where they were at. They pushed out from the warehouse, took refuge on that little berm, looking off into the distance, hiding behind the rocks here, throwing shots at Wildcard. Wildcard was basically trying to hide from Bigatron in the compound. That is who they were trying to storm, and immediately getting shot in the back here, but they're trying to get inside, patch themselves up, and they know they're going to have to take on Bigatron here shortly.
And luckily for them, they were able to go ahead and do just that. They did lose Hot Jukes, their captain there, but we have seen Lucifer being able to go ahead and clutch some huge kills as Hayro now is starting to push the action a little bit more towards them. And look at this, Illuminate versus Gainstars. A lot of the Gainstars players are currently hurt.
Wow.
Fyra goes down. Angry might go down here. Illuminate looking big there. Illuminate eliminating Gainstars from game number 11, ladies and gentlemen. Fyra is still standing. That means that one of the Gainstars players, Tsute, very, very far away. Smart plays there by him.
Feels bad for Pyra. He's going to go down here in just a moment, but Angry Everfury just getting overwhelmed on the flank by Illuminate. Great job by JCZ to hop outside the wall, get the angle, fire into the smoke. Even though Gainstars was protected and shrouded by the cover of smoke, it was no match for the spray that came down from JCZ. It looks like Kings now looking down into GT Doyu. Now they're getting third-partied here. We got Wildcard looking in. We've got GT Doyu looking in. We got Hayro off in the distance looking in on Wildcard. About to get hectic, folks. 13 teams alive. The circle is not that big. About to see some clashing.
It is going smaller and smaller, and look at this. LHW now entering as they're eliminating people from Arab Madness and GTA Con with the smokes. And look at this, they're keeping the car still intact as it is getting shots, but the other team, BTR, is not deciding to go ahead and blow it up. And look at this push here, ladies and gentlemen, by Seagut. Seagut, a known player for being super good up close and personal.
Let's
BTR is going to be able to go ahead and push. They need to be careful because zuxxy does have a DP20 here. Here comes the push.
Oh man, that man's a monster.
They're going to go ahead and go
That
in.
man is a monster inside the house. Seagut absolutely slaughtering. Wow, that was a great push and a great clear by Wildcard, but they're going to have to stand up and face GT Doyu, who's crashing the compound right after him.
GT Doyu knows that they're currently hurting. Here we go. Lucifer decides to go ahead and jump down, and look at this, exchanging back and forth. Seagut coming in. Can he go ahead and finish out the player from GT Doyu?
Oh my gosh, Seagut with the huge kills there. Another close range massacre by the close range specialist.
Seagut clutching it for his team, taking out GT Doyu, which took out CPT early. Interesting plays there. We saw Wildcard being able to go ahead and get their second place. Can they go ahead and try to push for the win? But they have to watch out because RRQ still has all of their teams alive, and they're currently going to go ahead and try to engage here the Japanese team. They need to go ahead and be careful. The Japanese team currently in a huge disadvantage. Their cars are pretty much blown up or exposed. They cannot go ahead and get out of there. If RRQ decides to go ahead and push and starts throwing grenades, what a beautiful grenade there by the Japanese team as RRQ was starting to push, and look at this Japanese team.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad.
Starting to push from the side. Here comes the shots, ladies and
What
gentlemen.
timing? Leshy comes out, avoids the Molotov, gets the knock. RRQ in trouble, 2 down in the field. Japan is on fire right now, literally.
They definitely are, and the Japanese team here starting to heal up. If they were to throw some grenades into that smoke, they might be able to go ahead and destroy that full team. RRQ getting a little bit lucky there and playing it well with that Molotov. We have seen Molotovs being able to go ahead and distract players and pretty much disrupt their tactics and saying, back up a little bit. You cannot go ahead and push that much.
No, absolutely. And you know what? Both teams getting themselves patched up. We're about to see the same thing again because they're out in the open. They got to make a move somewhere. Are they going to retreat, or are they going to hit that little shack once again and try to flush Japan out?
It is going to be a 3 versus 2, but look at this. The
Oh, no,
Japanese
it's in
team
trouble.
using the smokes to their advantage. They know they cannot be in this zone for that long as they're currently getting
Punished.
third party there by Illuminate, taking now the Japanese team as one of their players gets taken out and the other one dies to the play zone.
This is going to be real trouble here for RRQ. They're going to try to med it out and hope that other teams are going to kill themselves off. They do have a car in front of them, but I don't think they can make it to the zone at this point. The zone is ticking too hard. They can try, but again, they're hoping that some other squads are eliminated. Like Seagut getting knocked here right now. Only 1 player left. Outsider. Man, look at this. Galaxy still alive late in the game. Good looks from them. Seagut is real weak. Outsider still tries to save him here. This is going to be a really interesting play for Wildcard.
And this might be here the highest placing for
Terror
Galaxy.
still in it as well. Look at them getting the knocks on LH Doyu.
They're wanting to get these kills. Hayro with 4. We have seen them get 2nd place and 4th place, so not very surprising there by them as Seagut is just moving around, using that ledge to his advantage. He's going to more than likely try to get picked up there by his teammate. And did I just see Sute starting to sneak around with Gangstars, LHW, and Team Terror? Look at this. Team Terror on the offensive against LHW. This is a madman right here as he is by himself.
Seagut does go down finally, getting finished off by Galaxy. That leaves an Outsider all by himself. Anan all by himself as well. Look at this, firing into the crowd. I'm not sure who he's shooting at, but hey, he does connect there a little bit. Unfortunately, he's getting shot in return, and he is going to be finished. That is it for Terror in this round. They do finish 8th place. Valiant effort to them. Outsider getting a knock on Dudu. Nice shot to him. Will he get the finish?
Outsider is by himself. If he gets spotted here and he gets shot, that is going to go ahead and be it for Wildcard. Can Outsider go ahead and clutch it?
Brilliant.
He gets another knock there. Outsider using that snake advantage, that 3rd person advantage to
Look
himself.
at him go.
He's just knocking people left and right. He knows that he's the last one alive.
He's in the zone, so he doesn't have to go far. He's just got to try to stay alive at this point.
He is, but he's got to be careful because the Hayro squad is very close by. Here comes this shot by Outsider. He enables
And he
to
gets
knock
him.
him down. Outsider, 3 players in a row, and now he's gonna go ahead and go up against Illuminate. Can he go ahead and shoot down the player from Illuminate? He does
Oh my
just
goodness,
that.
Outsider's on fire.
Making sure that he backs everyone up, and look at this. There goes the Molotov outsider showing what Wildcard is made of.
Look at that. He does drop the molly right on top of him. Not sure if it connected, but he does get the finish. Look at him go. Outsider's out of his mind. Oh, he goes down to Hayro.
Hayro just being able to sneak in, something that I mentioned that we're just winning, but outsider.
Wow.
Huge plays there by outsider. My boy, stand up and show him some love because he went off there for a second.
That was insane. Took it into his own hands. He went from a 7th place finish all the way up to 4th on the sole play of just him. Unreal. Hayro now pushing their way up the leaderboard, going up against LHJoyu. It's all coming down to this, ladies and gentlemen. Small circle. We've got one team holding a great position in. That's LHJoyu looking off into the distance against Illuminate, trying to make their way in. They're way out of position, and they are being gatekeeped as well. Illuminate getting shots out there and getting the knock.
Illuminate actually getting him hurting now, and there goes down by the play zone, and look at this. Illuminate now starting to rotate. Here comes the smokes. They do have one player down from LHJoyu. This is the time to go in and push. LHJoyu more than likely trying to get that elusive win, but their players are getting knocked down right now by Hayro and Illuminate. Look at this push right here, ladies and gentlemen. Is he gonna go ahead and jump off? Is he gonna go ahead and jump? And he's not just standing.
Wow,
he knocks
great
him
shot.
out as he jumps up the car, lays down, gonna get the finish there, and now he has to worry about Hayro coming in. This is huge plays here by them, and there you go. He gets knocked by LHJoyu behind them.
I have no idea how
my gosh.
LZD let him drive by like that, hop out, aim at him, and then take him down. Mystified here indeed, but at the same time, LHJoyu still firmly in this one. 2 players left alive, at least up and fighting. One is knocked right now, but they are under fire by Doc and Hayro here, who have 3 left. This is gonna be advantage Hayro at the moment.
It is, and there you go. There goes another down by LHJoyu. Hayro pretty much having everything to their advantage. If he's able to go ahead and pick up these skills, they might just go ahead and get their first win for the Europeans. They're from Turkey. Look at them just waiting patiently. Now here comes the cleanup. They see the smokes, but they need to go ahead and be careful because Illuminate is very close by. Here comes the grenades. They seen it. They're gonna go ahead and start just chugging them and hope that some of them start hitting, and they do just that. They blow up the car. Hayro's now gonna go ahead and go up against Illuminate.
They've died to the play zone. The
down.
play zone snuck in, took him down, and all it is Illuminate versus 3 Hayro players. It is 3 versus 1. We are going to see a new winner this game, ladies and gentlemen. Will it be Illuminate? Will it be Hayro? Looking like the European champions primed to claim their first chicken dinner of the global finals.
Illuminate using that car to his advantage. He knocks one down. He's going to go ahead and start rotating, using that smoke to his advantage. And PB, he has one of your favorite guns, the Groza, which up close and personal can be quite lethal. But he's gonna go and start sneaking out the smoke there. He needs to be careful. He's making sure he gets placed in. He knocks another player down there. Hayro 2v1. He went from a 3v1 now to a 2v1. Can he go ahead and get some more knocks? He's running around. He's hurt. He needs to heal up. The zone is coming and he knows it. And here we go. He's gonna have to stand up or something. And Hayro being able to clutch the win there for the European team. There you go, baby. Give me some high fives. Give me some hugs. Get hyped. Hayro finally getting the win. And once again, LHJoyu, even though they seem prominent to take that win, they cannot get that first place.